Attention parents, if your child is studying in class 1 to 10, want to pick some fast calculation skills, try order class which costs only 2.
مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
എന്റെ എനിക്ക് ഉറപ്പാണ് ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് കോഴ്സസ് ഉണ്ട്.
Al-Fatiha verses from 1 to 7. Thank you.
Thank you for the beautiful recitation. Welcome joy with an open heart and even more open mind. I call upon Sheikh Mohammed Sahil Cultural Secretary, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. I, Sheikh Mohammad Sahil, cultural representative of Yiascm, welcome you all to the Yenora 2022. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to the annual sports meet and cultural fest. Firstly, I would like to welcome our Honorable Principal and Dean Faculty of Science, Dr. Arun Bhagwat. Welcome, sir. Moving on, I would like to welcome our respected Vice Principal, Dean Faculty of Commerce and Management, Dr. Sharina P. Welcome, ma'am. And also, I would welcome our respected Vice Principal, Dr. Jeevan Raj. Welcome, sir. I welcome all the teaching and non-teaching staffs to this program. Last but not the least, I take this opportunity in welcoming all the student coordinators as well as my dear friends to this program. Once again, I welcome you all to the annual sports meet and cultural fest of Yenora 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Sahil, for the warm welcome. Having an open door in front of you means having an open opportunity before you. I'd like to call upon our respected principal and all the dignitaries to inaugurate this program by lighting a lamp and declaring the fest open. Thank you. Thank you all. I would like to request our beloved Principal and Dean of Faculty of Science and Dr. Arun Bhagwat to grace the event by addressing the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. At the outset, I would like to welcome you all to this Sports and Cultural Fest in Nora 2022. On behalf of Yiascm, I am privileged to inaugurate this sports meet. I also welcome my colleagues, Dr. Jeevan, Dr. Sharina, and the student welfare officers, as well as, I want to say, coordinator and the sports coordinators who are instrumental in organizing this event. Also, on behalf of Yiascm, I would like to welcome all the faculty members, sports committee and cultural committee members to this occasion. Well, and I just taken over last 2 weeks back probably, and when I see this institution, it was, basically I was in the university system. When I came to this system, it was surprising to me that sports and cultural events were not being conducted due to various reasons. It has its own good and bads. Then we decided that we should go ahead because already the permission was obtained. So Sharina came and told me, sir, we have to start working on this. Should we go ahead and do it? Yes, already permission has been obtained. Then we said we'll go ahead, and we planned as a team, and then today you are here. So with that background, we started at this activity. Well, if you look at why it is important, these events are very critical in student life as well as for the institution, because it facilitates the holistic development of the student. That's one thing which university has taken right in the beginning. We have taken a principle called that if you can see these facilities, what is we have put in place compared to any other college, probably one of the best sports facilities are available in this institution. We may not have a swimming pool, or we may not have a stadium, cricket stadium, which is going to come up soon. Having said that, you have a wonderful facility here. The ground what you are staying is inaugurated in 2011. It was prepared by Commonwealth games were happening in this country. During that time, the same people came here to have this facility established. I still remember Arjun Ranatunga from Sri Lanka cricket team. He was there, so he inaugurated this auditorium. So it was one of the finest auditorium probably in the state during that time, other than Bangalore. In a region like Bangalore, there was no other stadium which could have matched this facility what you have today. You take any of the facilities that we have put it in a world class. That was our motto, that whatever facilities we are establishing for physical fitness as well as for the sports would be match world class. You can see the kind of perfection which has gone into frame 10 and 11 when we went for the first cycle of NAC. Whole for us, it involves sports, it involves cultural, it involves other extracurricular activity as well as co-curricular activity, for example, quiz, magazines, etc. So it all contributes to the overall development of the student. Having said that, very, very importantly, if you look at why we wanted this facilities to come up and why we want our students to participate in all these things is, it improves the personality, professional and personality development. There is no doubt about it. If you look at the sports people or the people who are successful leaders today in the market, wherever they are, if you look at most of them, 80 to 90% of them are either sports people or they are actively involved in other extracurricular activities in life, because that's what it brings, a lot of discipline, it brings a lot of positive mindset, it brings a lot of teamwork, it brings almost all the leadership qualities are developed, even though we don't realize it now. Once we go into the professional life, we realize that sports is an integral part. Apart from being, it brings a lot of psychological positiveness, wellness, health. It has an immense benefit. It has an immense benefit which we will only realize later. From the next time, what we request all the team people here, organizers, that we should spread it across 1 or 2 months so that, maximum number of students can participate, exhibit their talent. There are two things are there. See, if you want to go for a professional sports, it should start early. There are people who have started early. You can see the current IPL, if you look at it. What is the age group, if you generally make an analysis? What is the age group? It is not more than 20 years. That means early entering into the sports is something very, very critical to make a profession out of it. So it's always a better that it's a right time for you people to decide whether I should go with a profession, take it as a profession, sports as a profession, or I continue for being continue to do it as a growth for use it for my professional growth or personality growth. It brings in a lot of positive things. It brings in, especially if you look at teamwork, it builds a lot of teamwork. It builds in critical thinking. It builds in momentary. You have to take some positive decision immediately. It will help you in doing all those things. So with that few words, what we expect you is something. Participate in this in a full vigor and ensure that there is a sportsmanship spirit, and all of us share a very nice feeling and moments at the end of the day. We carry it along our lifetime. Whatever we have done earlier, I still remember my
Yes, good morning everyone. Myself, Mrs. Sindhu Sandesh, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Science, would like to take this opportunity to begin today's session. We have with us Mr. Mervyn Vaz, Protract Coordinator, the NPO Institute of Arts, Science, Commerce and Management. He would like to brief about club activities in our college and about the Protract Club in details. Welcome to you, sir. Over to you.
Am I audible? Somebody can acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is my screen visible to you all? Can somebody acknowledge?
Yes, sir, is visible.
Okay. So, good morning to you all once again. I would like to introduce some of the activities what we are having in the institution. Moreover, I could say that we will be having different clubs in our institution, which is already functioning and which will continue to function in the institution, where majorly students will take part in most of these club activities, and they will be benefited by their developing their talent, their personality, and many other things. So let me proceed with the things. Which are the clubs where we are having in the institution? Anybody can answer my question. I think you might have gone through your college website and you might have seen these different clubs and you might have researched about the institution. So anybody could say, what are the clubs you have in your institution? Anybody is aware? Let me check. Yes. There is no response. That means you have not researched about it. You have not seen in the website. Yes, no. Okay, I can see somebody messaging. Saying that it's cultural club. Okay. What else? Any other clubs you have seen? Arfan or any others?
Dance club,
Okay.
sports club.
Okay, good try. Sports
Club.
Okay, somebody saying okay. Excellent, excellent. I am sure that you have seen. Okay, Eco Club. Okay, fine. Uh, whoever has answered to my question, thank you for your answers. And you all have answered right. But in our institution or in our university, we have unique names for all these clubs. What you have already mentioned it. Okay, your answers are right. The answers what you have answered, we have a different name for our clubs. Okay, whatever you mentioned in Eco Club, we call it in different names. So I'll tell you what it is. So the major club in our institution, the first one which I will introduce is NSS, National Service Scheme. So we have 19 units in our institution, that is NPO Institute of Arts, Science, Commerce and Management. From this year, we have 19 units. So in which you all can participate as a volunteer, as an NSS member. Okay. So this is one club, and we have 19 program officers for 19 units only in our institution. And it is there even in our university level. And most of our students have been participated in the national and state parade. Just a second. So they have participated in the state parade, and our dental college student, one of the students from dental college, have been participated in the national parade and many more activities. So this is one of the major club in our institution. So moving on to the next club, that is the Rotaract Club. The Rotaract Club is also an active club in the institution, where it has been started in our institution on 2019 October 11th. So since 3 years, it is functioning very well, and I'm giving you more insights on today's uh, on the Rotaract Club, as well as our next speaker, chief guest, will be speaking on the Rotaract, Rotary, and Interact. There are three different major club which falls under Rotary International, so he'll be speaking on that. So before that, I just want to brush you up with the activities what we organize from our clubs. Then we have somebody said it's a eco club. We call it as Environ Club. Okay, so Environ Club majorly focuses on environment, and major programs will be conducted related to the environment related issues and all the other stuff. Another club is IT club. We have IT club, very strong IT club from the Department of Computer Science. So IT club is also having functions and even activities related to IT, information technology, and recently even the department had organized hackathon 24 into 7. No, 24. It is 24 hours. They had continuous hackathon competition. So these are the major highlights of IT club. Then we also have literary club, where it highlights and which focuses on students' development of learning skills, as well as the writing skills in different language. This club initiative is taken care by linguistic department. So here students have brought up some magazine newsletters of the institution. So these are the main highlights of the literary club. And we also have a culinary club, which is under Department of Hospitality Science. So they majorly train students to prepare basic preparation of food and alteration, garnishing, presentation. These kind of things are done in the culinary club. And this year we are starting Youth Red Cross. So this is another club which has been starting from this year. And also we are having to start from this year is that NCC, National Cadet Corps. And also we have Fine Arts Club, where all the activities, somebody said cultural club, so we have named it as Fine Arts Club. And also we have a sports. These are the clubs which is there in our institution. So moving on to the next slide, that is majorly into Rotaract, because I'm dealing with Rotaract. So I just want to show you some highlights of some of the events what we had and what are the activities we do it in Rotaract Club of Yiascm, that is the Yanapaya Institute of Art, Science, Commerce and Management. So the major motto of Rotaract is self-development, majorly into self-development. By developing ourselves, we have to serve the society. That is the major motto of the Rotaract Club. So here you can see in the screen, that is the self-development, fellowship through service. Everything, your development is a major criteria here, as well as we have to help the society, and we have to have education, we have to have learnings. All these things are major criteria in Rotaract Club. So you can see this image, first image which I showed. This image was clicked on the first inauguration of Rotaract Club of Yiascm. That was on October 13th, 2019. Then these are some of the highlights of that day. It was an installation, first installation ceremony of Yiascm. I'm just running it quickly, some of the images. These are of the same event. Then we had some of the events. I have some of the events which is organized in 2019, that is Yen Care for You. Now, the Rotaract Club of Yiascm organized an Yen Care for You event, where the students have kept two boxes. One box for non-perishable goods, like soap, towel, bath towel, and other things for which can be donated for the orphanage people. And also the second box was kept, that is for the funds. Some students do not know what to bring, what to donate. So they want to donate, but they don't know what to donate. So that is the reason the second box was kept under the initiative of the students. So in that we had collected approximately 4 to 5,000 of amount which is they have sponsored and they have donated in their own wish. We have not forced anybody to sponsor, but under their own wish and their own willingness, they have sponsored. So then we have gone to one rehab center, that is Paschim Rehab Center at Someshwar. There are approximately 78 to 80 inmates there, the orphan people. But we had given whatever the collected item we had given to these people, and also the money what we have collected, we have handed over to the people there. You can see which is the picture of the same event. These are the Rotaract Club of Yiascm students of the first batch. And not only going there and distributing or giving them some of the gifts, rather our students willingly they ask the people there any help that they can do it for the inmates. So the owner said that we don't have any much work, but then they wanted something to be shifted and make the area clear. So that is the reason this place was cleaned by, and they have assisted to the rehab center for the help. As a help, they had cleaned this place. Also, they had contacted and met some of the inmates in person. They had interaction. They had spoken to the inmates. They had treated them. They had their time spent with the inmates. Where the inmates were very happy for the students what they have spent their valuable times. These are some highlights which the events were highlighted in the media, social media. We are not only restricted into the college activities. Rotary International, now next speaker is going to address about the same issue and same matter. So that time he will explain you how it is helpful for you to get into different levels, not only the institute level. There are major levels into other, we can say it is in the state level, in the district level, as well as in the national level. To some of the events and all that the next speaker is going to speak to you. So one of the event which you can see on the screen, that is E-Raila, which is organized by the district 3181. Our student had participated from final year, currently she is a pass out student. She had bagged second prize in that event, okay, which is a proud moment. Similarly, there are many events which is organized by the district, and where many of our students have been participated in the district level and has won in the district level as well as in the national level. So I can show you some of the images. This is our representative, student representative. You can see with the collar, our first president of the club is a student. Then also we had an event called Enjoy. Enjoy was a kite flying festival which for the recreation purpose and for the organizing purpose of the learning of the organizing skills. We have given chance to the student to learn about this particular event. It is Enjoy, that is the kite flying festival which was organized at the Panavur beach. So then we had also organized, then suddenly COVID hit, that 2019, you know, from March 2020, there was COVID and all, we could not meet in person. Rather, during Independence Day in 2020, we had virtual programs like Independence Day with Soldier. We had one soldier, ex-army person, that is Vikramadatha sir, who had come to our college, and we had a live interview of that person in the institution, and there were 150 participants for this event which they have participated. The links are available on the YouTube. You can go and Google it up. You can YouTube after the event. So you can find this event in the YouTube. Another event which Rotaract Club organized in the institute level was Sare Jahan Se Acha, a virtual music concert. The guest for the event was Miss Melita Lobo, a singer and fame, Mangalore fame. She was the guest, and there is even this event is available on the YouTube. You can just YouTube it up. Sare Jahan Se Acha, a virtual music concert by Rotaract Club of Yiascm. This is a video Anti-Kite Flying Fest. Also, club has organized some TV reality shows. These are all our club members where we have organized one TV reality show for our club students. I think there is no sound, you cannot hear the sound, but just watch it. This was regarding our program which was announced in the Rotary Club meeting. As I already mentioned, Rotary, Rotaract and Interact, these are all three under one umbrella. Okay, these are all three different things which will be discussed by next speaker. So Rotaract Club of Yiascm is the sponsored club under Rotary Club of Mangalore 3181. That is the district code. So they are our parent club. Okay, they are our sponsored club. They are sponsoring us. So any event based on their club, they are organizing. They will be inviting us. And whichever the colleges, there are many other colleges like STM College, Mangalore, and there are Canberra College, there is Yenapoya College, and many other colleges under their sponsorship. So all these colleges are organizing inter-collegiate competitions, and also that you will be having an opportunity to go and participate. These are some of the events which we organized recently. That is Green Yatra during World Environment Day, June 5th was the World Environment Day. That time we have organized Green Yatra. Green Yatra is back to the roots with under the tagline. We organized this event. I'll show you some of the videos of this little later. After that, the concluding program was there for the World Environment Day. That was Vriksha Vijankura, planting of sandalwood sapling in our campus. There are 5 saplings which has been planted in our institution. Even that video I will show you at the end. Okay, so there are many other events. If you go online and if you check for the events of Rotaract Club of Yiascm, you will get online. So I have to leave the session for the next speaker. So I'll just present one small video, one and a half minute. Maximum I'll take 5 minutes of yours and I'll end my session. Just give me a second. I'll just present my video. This video is of Vriksha Vijankura, which I just told you. Just let me present. Okay, first I'll present.
मलंग सी रातें सुरंग सी बागी उड़ान पे ही न जाने क्यों इलाही मेरा जी आए आए इलाही मेरा जी आए आए कंधे पे मेरा बस्ता, चला मैं जहाँ ले चला मुझे रास्ता, बूंदों पे नहीं गहरे समंदर पे। ओ, 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 ही मेरा जिया है।
I'm just presenting the video on Vriksha Bijampura.
I'm leaving home for the coastline, someplace under the sun. I feel my heart for the first time, 'cause now I'm moving on, yeah, I'm moving on. And there's a place that I've dreamed of, where I can free my mind. I hear the sounds of the season and lose all sense of time. I'm moving far away to a sunny place where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream. You know what I mean. The summer air by the seaside, the way it feels so long.
I hope you all have seen this video. You might have a question. What was it? This one, Green Yatra is all about. Green Yatra is an event which was organized by the club. It's a unique program. First, they had prepared the seed balls. Approximately 800 plus seed balls. The road track volunteers have been prepared. After preparing these 800 plus seed balls, we had been to Chikmagalur. Okay, after going to Chikmagalur, we had planted, along with the help of the forest officers, we have planted all this 800 plus, whatever the seed balls numbers were. Everything we have planted in the one of the forest in Chikmagalur, and they'll be taking care of it anymore. So we have done this event successfully. There were 35 students participated in this event. We went to Chikmagalur, we did this event successfully. After that, concluding program was Vriksha Bijampura. 5 sandalwood saplings were planted in the institutional campus. Okay, this is a short introduction about Rotaract Club of Yiascm. Now, you have any question related to this? If not, I will hand it over to the next speaker. Before that, I'll hand it over to Sindhu ma'am. Any questions you have?
Is it possible to join the multiple clubs?
You can, it is better always to restrict to one club, because most of the clubs will function at the same time simultaneously whenever there is an event. It is difficult for you to coordinate and to go here or there. So you will not have an option. So better to restrict to one particular club, not to go 2 clubs. Anybody else has question? Any questions?
No, sir.
No, okay, fine. Thank you all. I'll move on my mic to Sindhu.
Am I audible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I would like to thank Mervin sir for briefing about the various clubs and its activities. I know most of you all might be interested or excited to join these clubs, isn't it? Which you are interested. So you all are eager to get back to college. Once you come here, you will know who are the coordinators for these various clubs. Then you can join the clubs and you can contribute yourself completely into these clubs. Thank you, sir, once again. Yeah, within 5 minutes, I think we'll just check whether the speaker is ready, and then I would like to give an introduction. I just want to check, Retractor Daryl Stevens, sir, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to the NPO Institute of Arts, Science and Commerce and Management. It's a great pleasure that I am getting an opportunity to introduce you, sir. Okay, so all the students, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce today's speaker, IPDRR PHF Retractor, Daryl Stephen D'Souza. Daryl Stephen D'Souza, yes. He has started his Retract journey through Retract Club of Mangalore City as a prospective member in 2017-18. He got inducted into the board of directors as International Service Director in 2019-20. He was unanimously elected as the president of Rotary Club of Mangalore City in 2020-21. His administrative skill helped him to plan and execute wonderful projects during his tenure. He is considered to be one of the most successful presidents of the club who brought in member strength, financial stability, and impactful projects. IPDRR PHF Contractor Daryl Stephen D'Souza was the youngest district contractor representative of RID 3181. He is the first DRR to host two international events and has made a mark in the international platforms as outstanding DRR of South Asia 2021-22, which was awarded by RSAM DIO for his excellent contribution towards the societal cause. He is only one PHF in the whole fraternity of RID 3181. He has traveled for continuous 62 weeks without a break for attract activities and has a close bond with various clubs in the district. He is now Director of Zone 7 under Attract South Asia Multi-District Information Organization RSAM-DIO, which comprises of 9 RI districts. Sorry, sir, maybe I have said some terms wrong.
Yeah,
But
no,
really
it's
great to
fine.
introduce you. Yeah, a warm welcome to you, sir. We are also happy to say that in spite of his busy schedule, he has accepted to deliver his session. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
Currently, sir is in Singapore, students. He is in Singapore and he has agreed to take up this session. Hearty welcome to you, sir, from the NPO Institute of Arts, Science and Commerce and Management. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So, a warm good morning to everyone. So, I hope you are young and energized to have this session. So, before I go forward, thank you, ma'am, for a wonderful introduction. So, it was a lengthy introduction, but yeah, you made it short and sweet. Thank you so much. And good morning, guys. Good morning, friends. And here, I want you to interact with me for the next few minutes. So, we will have a talk about what is Rotract, where is Rotract taking us, what has Rotract done to us. So this is all what I will go on. So presenting to you my short sharing. One second, I will. Can you see my screen?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. One second. One second. Oh, can I? Mervin, can you share the screen or someone there from the? Because
Yes,
I'm not.
you can email it to me.
No,
Email
one
to the
second.
same email.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, I have shared the screen, I think. I am not
Yeah, it is
able to.
visible there. If you can share it, present it,
Oh, it's
presentation.
not able to present it here. 1 second, I will stop sharing. 1 second, I will. Okay, sorry, guys. So yes, Marvin, I've shared the. 1 second. Yes, Marvin, I hope you've got the. Just share it. Sorry, not able to do it here. Yes, guys, I will continue. So here we are to tell you about what is all about road track and how it will be helpful to us in the future. So anyone here knows what is road track, and I hope a few of you are the members. What do you think? What is road track all about? You can unmute and talk. Casual, as a casual discussion, you can think. Just you can interact with me. What is road track? Anyone here? ಯಾರಿಗ ಅದು ರೋಡ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ 1 2 words. I don't expect a long sentence or anything. What is road track all about?
Rotary in action.
Okay,
Self
rotary in action.
development.
Okay, good. Self development, rotary in action.
Rotary in action.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, rotary in action. Anything else?
Servicing the
Yes.
society.
Okay, service for the society. Okay, so here I welcome you to all what I call that is road track about the life about road track. So welcome you all. I'm IPDRR PHF Daryl Steven D'Souza, director of Zone 7, currently working for RSMDIO. So I will whatever you have told, it's very right. So road track is all about this. So next, uh, can you share it the slide? So road track is all about rotary in action, and road track is all about leadership and self development, as you have told. Yes, next. Yes, welcome to road track. Next, we'll go through it. So this is all about what I'll presenting to you. So road track, a youth wing of Rotary Club. So we are all youth. So we want a leadership development, self development, and many things to do. So this is a platform, right, for you all to occupy yourself to gain the leadership skills. So next. So as youngsters, what we can do? What is Road Track Club about? You might have seen the logo next. So what uh, a picturizing of a logo is a wheel, you can see a wheel that moves all around. So rotary is like that, the life of 360 degrees which will turn around. So so this is the logo of Rotract. So so there is a wheel, and the wheels are turning around. So we have wheels symbol which is always rotating, and we have to be in action. So next. So yes, I've asked you what is Rotract, what is Rotract Club. So here is the answer for your question. Next. Next. Yeah. Rotary Club is the Rotary sponsored, self sponsored. It can be Rotary sponsored or self sponsored. It's a service club for the youth aged above 18. So it's an organization where youth come together, work for their development as well as the development of the society. Next. So this is an organization where it can be in community as well as university. So now you are studying in Anapaya University. So it's a university based club. When you come out of it, I am from the community based club. So Rotary Club of Mangalore City. You can form your own clubs. There is an association of giving you an permit. So this is a Rotary association giving you a permit to form your own club. So you can name your club as Rotract Anapoya next coming out, anything like that. So every Rotary club is sponsored by Rotary, also known as parent club. So your club is sponsored by Rotary Mangalore. So they are your partner in service. You can ask any help, seek their help. You can gain the knowledge from them. So they are brilliant leaders in Rotary. And I know your club is one of the prominent parent club in Mangalore, which was started the first club in Mangalore. So Rotary Mangalore. So it is partner in service, and you can be member of Rotary as well. So Rotract as well, Rotary. So next. So, Rotary clubs are part of global effort to bring peace and international understanding to world through framework of fellowship as well as friendship and service. So, what this sentence means? So, this sentence is Rotary works for 7 causes. So, there are 7 areas of focus. So, Rotary is all about the overall development of the world. So, what does Rotary do in future and now? So where does Rotary stands? Where does this organization called Rotaract started? So Rotaract Club was started in 1968. Okay, Rotaract Club was started in 1968. It's as a long journey or the history. After that, the first Rotaract Club was Rotaract Club of Carolina in North Carolina. So it is in USA, chartered on 13th March 1968. So 13th March is celebrated as Rotaract Day. So in Rotaract we have that week 7 to 13. So we have Rotaract Day celebrated on 13th March 1968. And what Rotaract has, how many members are there, what is the potential? So we can connect over 170 countries. It's not in 1 2 countries, it's in 170 countries. I've come to Singapore, I have friends here, I have met the global leaders here as well. So that is the power and the potential of Rotaract, my dear friends. So there are 8,232 clubs in 170 countries, where 1,89,336 road tractors. So this is the source from Rotary International. So what is the growth of that organization? So growth is 2.24%. So fastest growing movements in the world. So one of the fastest growing movements in the world. So correct. I got an answer from Kiran Singh, Rotary in Action. So Rotary in Action was started in 1968. So this is a prominent year where we have crossed 50 plus years, and we have a long existence in the world. Next. Yes, these are the first 6 Indian clubs. Next. So, what is this first 6 Indian clubs? Where does this chartered? So, when was Rotract started in India? So, Rotract Club of Secunderabad was started in 2nd April 1968. So, can you go back? Yeah. So, Rotract Club of Thanjavur, it was in 16th May 1968. So Rotary Club of Patna was started in 20th May 1968. So these are the clubs first started in 1968. So these are the clubs which gave a platform in India. So it was started, then slowly started spreading. Now we have in India, we have over 8 in 8,000 clubs. We have 5,000 clubs in India. So over 50% of the growth is in India, and the potential road tractors are from India, and they get settled in other states or countries, so they get the prominence in that country as well. So when you go out of this country as well, Rotract is having its existence in other countries. So you can be a member of other countries as well, not only in Mangalore. You can be a part of now I can be a part of Singapore. If I'm in Singapore, I'm settling down, I have a club here called Rotract Club of Singapore. So I can be a part of any club anywhere. That is the essence of Rotract. Next. So what this is a main slide we should know. The goals of Rotract movement, why Rotract was started, what Rotract is doing for us. Next. So what is this all about, Rotract? So when was Rotract movement? What does Rotract movement give us? Next. So yes, these are the answers. So what you have told me is almost right. So to development our personal things, like we have a talent, we have something to do for the society, we have something to do for ourselves. So this Rotrack movement gives you a platform. So Rotrack movement gives you a platform for your personal development as well as your leadership skills. So I was one person who used to scare before to talk. I was one person who used to always be an introvert person. Now Rotract has opened my eyes. One thing I wanted to tell you is about Rotract. We know, how many of you know uh, Pakistan is a terror country? How many of you believe Pakistan is a terror country? In your
Yes, I
minds, it
believe.
might be. Excuse? Yeah. Kiran? Uh,
Yes, I believe.
yes. But it's not. I'll tell you what happened. So initially, I got a message from a guy called Mohammad Rizwan from Pakistan. So he messaged me saying, "Hi, Daryl, so and so." So I was scared initially because after seeing the 26/11 attack in Mumbai, soon after that, after 3 4 years, I'm getting a message. So my mindset was like that. So if I give my number, it might be a hacking, or it might be a fraud, anything like that. But later on, I asked my mentors, can I reply is a rotractor? So legislature, they said, go ahead, Daryl, don't worry. So then I started replying to his message. I started typing, I'm Daryl, so and so, so and so. So then we started growing ourselves. So he started interacting with me, I started interacting with them. Now 8 clubs of Pakistan has literally worked for our growth of our district, that is 3181. So they were a part of our organization. So anything we organized, they were always there to support us. So that built a good bond. He is now the current ZRR, in the sense zonal road track representative. So his DRR is very closely connected. He is in Dubai and he is visiting Singapore next month. So we are meeting each other. So that is a bond. It might be any borders. We see what is we see is not true in the media high. So there is a media protruding anything, like saying this is the thing happening. But when you meet people, when you build the relationship, you'll understand what is the potential of the relationship. So I have more than 20 friends in Pakistan. I'm visiting Bangladesh next year. So that is all the bonding we have connected through road tract. So that is the friendship we have grown. So what is the value is the friendship and the growth in ourselves. So next is emphasizes on respect to rights of others based on recognition of worth of each individual. So here what we do is we come up as a group. So you have seen Green Yatra, you have seen different projects. So there are a lot of individuals having the different mindset come together, recognize each one's talent, each one's ideas, share your ideas, share your thoughts, and build a bigger platform to work. So if it is one platform which I have got, is I'm truly grateful for road tract. And next thing is to recognize the dignity and the value of all useful occupations as an opportunity to serve. What Rotrack does is gives a platform for all the people in the globe. It might be you have a different like background, like you are studying in arts science college. I'm an engineer. We come together, exchange the knowledge, exchange the business ideas. You have a business, I have a business. It is like BNI, but Rotary has a stronger bond than BNI. It is a friends where you exchange your ideas, where you come up, where you exchange your thoughts that you are doing this, he is doing that. So that time, it's you are growing yourself, you're growing your business. So one example I'll give you. I started my own business. So I started tire and batteries business long back, 2 3 years back. That time I had only few contacts with me, and I had Rotary and Rotrack support. I was the president during that time. So I asked few of my friends to support me. They shared whatever the posters or the my business in 3 months grew up to 40 45% because of the known contacts of Rotary and Rotract. So it was spread across Rotract. Our Rotractor is doing such and so business, such and such place. So they came to me, they contacted me. So they came across my business. So then my gradually I started growing myself. So this is a platform for you all to connect. Here I see 100 people who have joined in for this call or for Zoom meeting or Google Meet. So this is a platform for you all to build your relationship, to continue your growth. So today you have seen many platforms have come, but this is a free platform for you all to use, utilize, and to grow yourself, and to recognize, practice, and promote ethical standards as a leadership qualities. So if I am not joining here, I may not be knowing such great talents like you all. So but today as a leader I got an opportunity. I came up, I grew myself. There are a lot of troubles, scary things. You might think I am not good in talking, I may not be good in interacting, I may not have my good financial background, but leader does not require it. Leader has a thought, has a goal to achieve. If you have that, you can do it. I tell you, money and everything is not important, but the virtue and thoughts what you have to utilize it, you have to put it in the right platform. That time only you can grow yourself. So last thing is to develop knowledge and understanding of needs, problems, and opportunity. What you have told me is social service. So you have a knowledge to do something for the society, but understanding the needs. See, in case of flood, Protractor of all the associations in India sponsored over 3 4 lakhs in one day. So that is the power. In one day, collected 3 to 4 lakhs for the flood victims, giving necessary needs. So know the needs of the people, know the needs of your community. So there are problems in Mangalore or in other places where you live, but search an opportunity to serve. So I have come from the society. Society has given me one good respect. Today, if I'm saying Mangalore proudly, there is a culture behind it. There are people who have worked for it. But we have to be a leader to work like them. Take a role model if you want. Develop yourself. Be a great leader, and one day you will be known to the world. So next. So this is the goals of so next we come, what does a road tractor do? So what I will do if I become a road tractor, ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ? What is the need? ಎಂಚಿನ ಮಲ್ಪನ್ ಮಾರಾಯ. So this is the thought you might have. So next. So that is what. So explain me. If I tell you, explain me, you will ask me, what does a road tractor do? Yes, this is the answer for your question. So Rotaract Club organizes a variety of projects and activities depending primarily on the interest of club members. What do you think you can't do? You can do everything. I did 2 international events. So what I did was I did one international event called uh, that is one event of Friendship Cup. It's a cricket tournament where we had 150 members. I did like a IPL tournament where people come, we take them by the buses, providing them t-shirts, everything. So that is the platform. What you want to do? You want to have fun activities, you want to enjoy. Yes, it's the platform for you all. Come together. Today I met a friend in Singapore who is a road tractor, and next weekend he has called me for one place where we can party, enjoy. So that is the connector. That is the opportunity what you have. So connecting with the right people, and this is having you a lot of choices. Rotract is not a small organization which I have told. 170 countries are there. Whichever country you go, you can meet one rotractor. He might be a good friend. He will guide you. He will help you. I have 22 rotractors who have come to meet me in Singapore. They've guided me, they've helped me, they've always, in the weekends, they ping me, what are you doing? Where are you? Are you coming? So we usually in the weekends we meet. We have a sharing of knowledge as well as we go to visit different places. So different people take me to different. They have taken me to mountains. They've taken me around the city. They've taken me for their houses as well. Few of them, two of them have taken me to the houses. So this is an opportunity. And what are the basic foundations of road tract? So we have four avenues which we concentrate on. These are the four avenues. What I do, so you have told me. So first is club service. Second is community service. We work for the community. Club is our members. We grow ourselves. So third one is professional. We are in the professional. I've told you, I'm in the business. So we have to develop ourselves. You might be a lawyer tomorrow. You might be a good teacher, faculty. So you have to grow yourself. You can't be inside a four wall. So you have to go out and tell, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That time only people will recognize you. And next thing is international service. So if you are coming to Singapore, you have different organization like UNO and other, you can work as a volunteer. So we had a tie up with recently with the uh, UNO. So we have UNICEF tie up as well. So for road track, UNICEF has a larger tie up. So you can work as a volunteer to this organizations where you will get to know what this organization do, where this organization lie, where does this have a connect with my life. So this all are the things you can know. Next. So I've told you club service. What we do in club service. So club service, we do celebrations and fellowship. All starts here. We want to have fun. We are youngsters. I know that. I am also having fun. So, but how we do it? So first we celebrate the birthdays. We have fellowship. So if someone amongst your club member have his birthday, bring a cake. Bring us celebrate it. Go outside. But be in your limits. This is what I tell the youth. Be in your limits. So what does the thing is, if you're going out, tell your parents I'm going so and so place. Do not lie. Tell the truth that you are going to so and so place and I'm going for this event. But if you do so, you will grow your relationship with your parents. Do not lie to them saying that I'm going here, there, and go somewhere else. This is what I tell to the youth usually. So next is club service is the most primary avenue of road track, which keeps the team energetic and motivated. If you want to do some events, some interaction, some Halloween party, so this and all are the some events. And recently, one club in Puttur is doing, you know, the one day sport, Arti Dunji Dina they tell, that is mud sports. So they do that. So if your club wants, you can go, you can go for picnics, you can go for tours. So you can make one team and go. So we have a trekking club, we have different clubs. So we have different members who have having different interests. So you can join and you can join with them. Once you come to road track, you will know how many clubs exist in Mangalore. There are 20 clubs. So each one has their own potential. I belong to Mangalore city. So we have a trekker. We have one faculty who is taking weekly or monthly trainings for the government schools. So there are a lot of projects running. We do wall paintings. So the clubs can collaborate with us. You can come along with us. We can do a bigger project. So this is all the opportunity. Next, events like movie fellowship, team outing, and all I've told you, that is group dinner, etc., falls under club service, which helps the team to grow stronger. You will have a stronger bond and lead the club to a greater heights. So this is all what you have to plan. So what are the events you can do in club service? Next. So these are the events under club service avenue. So you have your own club started. You can celebrate it as a charter day. You can celebrate the birthdays of your members. You can go for a club picnic, club game activities, but prior to that, inform your club mentors or the advisors. This is one prominent thing which you have to do. You have a young and energetic, I think, mentor this time, that is Mervin, who can guide you, help you out. You can go for club movie fellowship. You can take your friends if there is a movie coming up. We do this and all. These are the main events which you do, and club supper or dinner outings. So these are the usual events which Rotractors do. So if I've come to Singapore, this and all are the activities which I have seen here. People do call me for fellowship. So I told you, very weekly we have one fellowship going on. So we meet, and some activities we have snooker, tennis, cricket. Different clubs are there. You can be a part of it. You can know the interest of other member and be a part of it. You can join along with them, and you can also take part in other events. Next. So what is the next avenue? Next avenue is community service. The second most important chapter of road track movement is community. As you have told, I don't know the name, but you have told service to the community. Yes, that's very important. As youth wing of Rotary Club, it is responsibility of a road track team to do good for the society they live in. So what I've told us, you have come from the society. Today, if you have represented anything, any place, if you're calling India, if I'm in Singapore, I tell I'm from India. That time they'll see, oh, India is having so and so culture, so and so people. So they will recognize you. So, but that has given you some importance. But in return, what you're giving to the society is also important. Society has given you so many things, but what you give back is very important. So road need to work on a social aspect of their locality. If you are working, because you can't see whole India as one, but you live in your locality or the society which you live in, you have to concentrate there. If you're now you're Mangaloreans or anywhere, you are from different parts of India. So but you have to concentrate on your locality. You have to know the needs of the society and work on it. So need to work for the betterment of the community standards every month. So if you are getting, so we have a beach cleaning activity October 2nd. So we are doing from Mangalore to Karwar, Mangalore, Udupi, Karwar. So three teams are being built, and three teams are working along with it. So we are having a coastline which is almost 7,000, but we can't clean 7,000. But we at least planning for 1,000 kilometers of a cleaning drive with different associations coming in as a part of it. So from Mangalore to Karwar, we are planning to clean it, so on a regular basis. So we have done before this also. Now we have a weekly team which is doing it. So this is all the activities which you can focus on, which you can uh, help the society grow and to be a cleaner and neater society. So this is the things what road tractor does. So then important thing is we need to figure out the necessity that our society needs and create projects accordingly. So if something is there, so for example, you have a bus stand. Again, building a bus stand is useless. So if there is no bus stand, you think people are in need of it. Make a plan. I'll tell you how to make a plan in the end. So make a plan, make a budget, see that it is very convenient for the people, because it should be very feasible enough to travel for everyone. If you see for a bus stand purpose, I'm talking about a bus stand. So there are so many needs. There is no proper water facility. Build a tank or anything like that, sump, so that you can store. People can utilize it. Take the permission of the government. Okay, if there is a park, you want to develop a park, you can do it. So society needs it, you can do that. So small things. Now you have done a green yatra, you've developed a forest, green forest, where they will maintain it. So do that kind of things which can be beneficial in the further days as well. Think for a longer period, not for a shorter 1 2 years. Think for at least 10 years, next down the line 10 years. Is it useful, is it beneficial for the community? Yes, if it's, then go forward. Next. So this is the community service. So what are the projects you can do in community service? What are the events you can do in community service? Next. Yes, these are the things you can do. Event under community service. So what is the thing? Cleanliness drive, which I've told you already. So beach cleaning and different cleaning activities, Swachh Bharat, many things came forward. But you can think in your own way. Don't think about they are doing, we should do. Don't think about that. You have to do in your unique way, so that it should attract people. It should give some importance to your project. Then tree plantation, already Green Yatra is one beautiful example which you have seen. Visiting orphanages and shelter home visits. This is also one important thing. You can see many people lying down on the streets because of no company, no family. So this, you can inspire someone. So go meet people, visit them, have things shared, that when you see the smiles on their faces, you will get that satisfaction. So you should get that satisfaction. So when you get that satisfaction, you will have the things working along. So then is finding free schools and admitting street hawkers children. Yeah, there are many people in your society who are not going to schools. You can see, you can educate them. You can go visit. You have so many slum areas, so you can see. One is, for example, if you have seen Pachanadi, there are many students who are not going to school. Please help them, guide them, because you are in a platform to help them out. So this is a great platform for you to utilize it to help them. If you grow one great talent, India will grow by 10%. It's told by one of the scientists. So if you grow one student, India will grow by 10%. So if you grow 10 students, it is 100%. So that is what we need to think. So after that, we have seen now the Mangalore is growing, having a lot of traffic. You can have some rules, you can help, you can go as the volunteers. You can just go as a volunteer, help the society or the community which is in need now. So providing monetary support to patients belong to poor family. This is also one important thing. If you see someone very poor, who you have some now government schemes as well, you can guide them, you can help them. First, you need to know the knowledge, or you should know that what is the benefit. So then, if it's beneficial to them, just guide them, help them. This is one of the beautiful community service project. After that is conducting free health checkups in the rural areas. If you want any help, you can contact me. We have persons who are doing this in rural areas. We have a connector who are doing weekly uh, health camps. So you can connect. If you want any help, you can seek my help as well. So I can guide you if your society or your community needs it. If it's very beneficial, because health is the important thing which everyone wants. Health is equal to money. So health is very important. So you have to guide your community people or your locality, so to have a proper health. Next. So professional service, this is another very important area for our professional development. So professional service is an avenue where Rotary Club has emphasis on professional growth of the entire team. What does Rotractor do to professional development? So conducting seminars, orientation, skill development tests. So we do that in So as a trainer, I've come here giving you short seminar. What is this road track all about? What does this? What has helped me in my own life? So I'm giving you. I'm a role model standing before you through road track, not because of anything else. So self development tests are key factors to encourage road tractors to stable up in the personal lives. So because I have a lot of mentors coming in my life, training me, developing me, giving me different orientation. Without knowledge, you can't do anything, my dear friends. You should have proper knowledge first of all. So if you have proper knowledge, then only you can go forward. That is the main purpose of this road track movement, giving you an professional development trainings so that you have to get enough knowledge. So after that, the main aim of professional service is to benefit its members to outcast themselves and become leaders tomorrow. Today, if road tractors help me, the main purpose of it is I have become a leader. So society needs a good leaders. So this is through road tract, which has given me a platform. So today, if you think you can do it, so you have to join the right movement, that is road tract. Next. So events and professional service, what we do under professional service. So seminars on career development. What is the right career? Industrial visits. If you want industrial visits, we have a lot of leaders or people working in different industries. So that is one thing. And conducting aptitude tests for the members. We do aptitude tests as well. So then seminars for school students, which I've already told you. Team organizing, district assembly and conferences. We organize called district assembly and conferences, where you have different people of different IPS and different cadets, I can call. So they come train you. Shashi Kumar, who is the one of the great leader who had come. So you can see he's a commissioner of police who is closely associated with me for different activities. So today I have grown a relationship with him, so because of road track, so we have done a lot of projects. So today, if you ask my name or someone's name, you might be knowing because of road track. So participation in organizing Raila. What is Raila? Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. This is a training, 3 days training program, stay camp, where you will get to know what we have to do. What are all the skills we need to take forward? What road tractor does? This is all the training which I had also attended from a club called Lahore in Pakistan. So I had attended online training, but you will know the culture, tradition, different things, perspectives, what I need to grow, where I need to grow, what I'm lagging enough for. So you can see different team building activities, sports, games, beach activities. So this Raila is all about that. So fun with learning. So Raila is Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. So if you attend this training, you will be a great leader. So that is one thing. After that is organizing vocational courses. So we have different courses which is given to the road tractors to train themselves, to guide them on the right platform. Next. So next is international service. Every road track clubs tries to broaden their horizon on the perspective. They have an international matters, virtually exploring intercultural diversity. So if I'm coming to Singapore, I did not know what is the culture of Singapore, but through online knowing, before coming only I interacted with few people. I told them this is the thing, I'm coming to Singapore, I'm attending. So they told me this thing, Daryl, this is the right platform, so go forward, do it. And this is all about making friendship and broadening your club activities with others. So these are different areas. So if you can broaden your international uh, bonding with other countries, I've told you now, Pakistan we have done many events. So that is, you can broaden the way of thinking as well. Next. What are the events in International Service Avenue? Twin club agreements celebrating International Day with similar banner, joint club bulletin, joint club bulletin and club visits via Rotary programs. So these are all this. What is you can build an a bond with others. So you can celebrate international days, Singapore National Day. You can celebrate any day if you wish to. So that is the connect you can build. Next. So how a club works? Let's understand the foundation level. So what is the foundation of a club? Next. So Rotary Club has 11 body councils. Core team. Core team has a president, vice president, secretary, joint secretary, treasurer, and sergeant at arms. Sergeant at arms is who maintains the discipline of the club, and treasurer, money matter. Joint secretary and secretary is the reporting purpose. President and vice president to take the decisions. So then after that we have avenues of service, club service, community service, what I've explained to you, professional. So there are directors for that, and public relation officer. So where we have social media handlings. The social media handlings can be done to public relations. So you can present whatever you have done so that others will be inspired. So you have to do this very important so that the community comes to know this is a thing this club is doing. So they can also interrelate and work with you. Next. Okay, here comes how to create an event. Now everything I've explained to you about different avenues. Now you might ask me how to create an event. So it should be passing the rotary four-way test. There is a small test, four-way test. Go through it. You just Google it. You will get rotary four-way test. So go through it. So that will be helping you out. It should be written and submitted to the president. If you have any ideas, give it to the president. Let him decide with the mentors. Then he'll get back to you. So then project should have its own committee under the leadership of project chairman and project co-chairman. So if you have doing a project, then you have to make a chairman and a project co-chairman. So that will give you a clear cut committee rules and guidelines. So then comes project banner should have Rotary logo, Rotrack logo, because this is a branding thing. So if you want to brand your own things, you can do it. And a budget of the event sheet should be presented to the board. If you have an idea, present it. So make a budget and present it to the board. That time they can also get to know what is a budget, whether we can do that project or not. So that is a thing. Next. So this is a I will share this slide later, but event budget sheet. So you have Rotary Club name, that is Anapaya Art Science, and so your big name is there, Yasin. So you can put Rotary Club event name, event date, time, avenue, where you're doing, which avenue you're doing. So then profit and loss you can also tally in this sheet. So expenses, yes, and income, whatever the income is. So you should tally. So if you're self sponsoring, you put self sponsoring so that they will come to know this. Put the name of the president secretary so that this is the balance sheet. So every time you have to budget the event so that you will get to know what is the expenses. So can you do it or not, or you can ask the support from your institution so that you get a right thing. So we also do the budget sheet. We go to different people, we ask their suggestion. So that time they'll tell you can cut short, I'll be sponsoring this and so. Sounds and lights, you have your club chairman who had sponsored me. So so and so is there, lights and sounds. So if you tell them electricity, someone might come forward, I'll sponsor. So and so do that, go forward, and you can get a bigger events to be done. Next. So after that so making a committee. So how many committees, how to do a committee, what is a committee all about? So you can do organizing committee to organize things, so to plan initially. Then you can do a disciplinary committee to see the discipline of the event. Then is hospitality. If people are coming and going, you have to see their accommodation and different things. You have to do a hospitality committee. Then sponsorship come financial committee. So you have to see for the sponsors as well, right sponsors who can sponsor you enough. So then important is we want yummy food, so you have to do a food committee for that. So from where you will get what and all. So these each committees have to do their own budgeting activities, then put it in the Excel, whatever. So that time you will get a overall picture. And if you're providing any kit, book, pen to write it down or something like that, so you have to provide the kit committee so that they can register the names, they can take the registration fees and give the kits. So this is all about the all committees which are very important for the event. Next. Next thing you might ask me, how to raise the sponsorship. I'm doing a event. You have told me so many things, sir. How to raise a sponsorship? ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? So what is the thing is, raising funds for the club is one of the challenging task, I know. If you go people, they might tell pandemic illa hage hige. They might reject. You might think ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. They might reject. So raising sponsorship is a creativity, my dear friends, which a president should guide to all his club members. If president does not know, he should take enough knowledge from the mentors. We should target only those corporates who will have a follow on or reaches. If you go to MRPL, they will sponsor, but you should know which area they sponsor. So that is, there are many corporates because they have funds with them, so they are ready to sponsor. Many companies are there, but you should know whom to approach, what are the events they'll sponsor. So you should have that clear cut picture with you, so then only you can go. You should have contacts, so you should build contacts before you should have contacts. So after that is fundraising events like a fancy dress competition. Target small events where you can raise the funds. So where you can for school children, small you can only do it if you wish to, but others you can showcase this to the crowd will be having a, when you do such activities they will be knowing your club is existing, club is there, okay, they are doing something, then they might come forward to give you. But if you're not doing any activities, if they does not know any club activities, if they've not seen your social media handles, they may not know what you're doing. So present it. So have a PRO, public relations officer, to do such events. Then after that, once the sponsorship amount is received, it is duty of the hospitality committee to keep the sponsors updated about the event proceedings. This is very important, my dear friends. We forget, once we get the money, we forget, we say bye bye to the people, but it is not right. You should guide them, you should tell them this, you should invite them for the program because they have contributed to your event. If you are having small amount also, no issues, invite them, tell them this is a thing, this is event is happening. If this postponed, why it's postponed, tell them, guide them and help them out. And next thing is benefits to the sponsors. Oh, back to the slide, okay. So this is very important. Benefit to the sponsors, as mentioned, should be provided. So if someone gives you money, he will give you with an intention of getting something back. So he might be giving you in a relationship or if something like that as a friend or something, but you should, after the event, post event, give him a thanking letter, give him something, greetings or a card or saying thank you. Write it in your own hand. I don't expect people to get a invitation or just a WhatsApp message is enough, a call is enough. That is enough, my dear friends. Now, so people forget. Now we are in the digital world, we forget people, but that is more than enough. You connect with people, you call them and tell them, sir, this is the event, this is happening this day. They will surely help you out. And kind act will raise the club's goodwill, and if you do so in further days also, they'll show interest to sponsor you for the upcoming events as well. So do this, you will have a lot of sponsors coming in. So give them a thanking note or something like that. So they will be like happy enough. What I've given it, these people are giving me back. So they will have an responsive mindset. Next. So executing event. Now this is all I've told you a plan. So what does an event require? Committee is done, budget is done, And I've told you about sponsorship. Next is executing event. How to execute event? Have a pre-planned agenda. Whatever you're doing from morning to evening, today you have an agenda. So now such and so speaker will come talk to you for so and so. So that agenda is very important. With all committee heads, you should have an agenda. I've told you different committees have planned, have them taken their timing, what time you require, who is a guest, take all the details and put it as an agenda time to time. That time you will know how many hours this event requires, how many duration does this whole event takes. Have a direct one-to-one communication during the event. Don't go gossiping. What is that guy doing? This guy. Ask, what are you doing? Have a connect with the leaders. Ask. If you ask, no one will tell. Don't come and ask me. They'll always give you an answer. So what is happening? Okay, this is okay. Are you on the right track? So ask the leaders, like committee heads. If you are taking as a chairman, project chair, or project coordinator, keep a connect with them. Have a communication every time. The dignitaries on the dais should have a copy of agenda. And so when you do a event, I've seen this missing many times, but you should have an agenda copy on the dais in the floor. So the person who has a speech, he should know, he should be ready, so that by that time he will be ready. If you're telling him, now sir you have to speak, he will be opening the paper, that this, there is wastage of time. You can do this. So hospitality team engaged with them, giving him them updates, keeping them the agenda ready, everything. So that time they'll be knowing, oh, this event is happening so and so. They'll come on the right time. If you tell them 10 o'clock, he does not know what is happening at 10. So if you'll come at 11, you are wasting 1 hour of your time. So think that every minute is important. There are 200 members. 200 into 1 minute is 200 minutes. You wasted 200 minutes. So every minute is important in life. The host of the show can welcome the guest after a session is over, not in between. Now, for example, if there is a guest coming in, so but before a speech is going on, do not call him on the dais. This is where I've seen these all small things we should note. So if you have a guest coming in late, I've told you 10 o'clock you have called, he came at 11, but some speech is going on, don't call him on the stage now and then. Once you're done with the speech, you have a break, welcome him and call him on the dais. That is one thing which you need to focus on when during the events. Then I've told you, sergeant at arms, you should maintain the discipline. And if anyone is coming around, you should see that you have made him seated, seating arrangements are proper. Avoid loitering or going that side, this side. Discipline of the event is to be maintained by sergeant at arms. So, sergeant should be having that in mind. So, he should maintain all the discipline. If guest is coming, welcome him, get him to the dais. That is all the sergeant at arms has to be do. So next, these are short things. After post event, after doing a event, what you have to do once the event is over, clean the venue. This is one important thing. To clean all the places what you have utilized, and the financial committee should give the bills of the vendors. Prepare vouchers if required. If you have given any gifts, give them vouchers or anything like that. An organizing committee has to meet, thank the people who have worked with them. So chairman, project chairman, the president, everyone who have worked, give them the greetings or some thanking note or a mail, anything. You can WhatsApp. You have a WhatsApp group. Thank them. This so and so. Thank you for your support, guidance, everything. And public relations officer should collect the photographs. And I have told you, PRO. This is very important. You have to broadcast in social medias like Instagram. If you have Facebook account, different accounts, make them aware we have done so and so event with this number, large number. So today we have done this awareness drive. Make it a grand success in social media as well. So next, so I have almost covered everything. This is a motivational thing which I wanted to give you, which I've got it from Rotract. So Rotract movement has everything for which we are becoming a followers of it. So I have become a follower of Rotrack because everywhere I go, I meet someone new in the sense I get a new idea, new learning. So this is one great thing which I have got it. So this is a motivational factor which I have got it. This might be your motivational factor too. So everyone has something to learn, but what you learn is very important. So this is a platform which I've got. I've told you, I've scared, I've been very shivering nervous to talk. Now this platform has given me the way how I can come out of it. So today I might have spoken to you for an hour. That is because of Rotract. So Rotract teaches leadership. So I have been a district Rotract representative. Now I am in the international board where I have 25,000 Rotractors under me. So as a leader, you have to grow yourself. People may not be knowing 10 years back who is Narendra Modi. Today he has made his mark by his great leadership skills. So that is what the power of a great leader is. 30, 40 years back, people may not be knowing a great leader as Indira Gandhi, but she has made a mark and showed what his leadership is. So, like that, great leaders, Mahatma Gandhi's, there are many leaders which you can take a role model and work along. So, take a role model for you and work. Then, to be a leader, one should be a motivator who is both profit or loss, keeps his team motivated. What does this mean? To be a leader, you should be a motivator. You should not always demotivate things. It's not happening. It's not. Remove that negative mindset. You have a motivation among yourself. I can do it. I will do it. I will work with my team. That will happen very soon. So you will have then profit. Others, you will be thinking in the both angles, profit and loss. Don't think about losses. Losses will happen, but keep your things motivated. Keep your team growing and motivated. Then only you will grow. So this is the things next. So here I come to an end of my presentation. Thank you. If anyone has any questions to ask me, the floor is open to you. Over to you, team of Yiascm. Anyone has any questions? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ತುಳು, English, Hindi, if any language is convenient for you, you can ask me. Anyone has any questions? I can see two hand raised. Any questions? No.
Sir, whether this club provide financial support?
Financial support, yes, it will provide you for the projects that you have to discuss with your mentors or the club advisor. So if you have an idea, you have to go to them and you have to discuss. So that will give you a financial. I have told you, you have to do a budget and tell them this is a event which I am planning, like I am interested to do. I want your support. Then only you will get. So I've done many events. I've done more than 110 events in 4 or 5 years. I've got financial support, but how to approach that is very important. So I have many companies working with me, corporates. I'm also in Singapore working for one corporate, so I'm here. So they will support you in all the aspects, but you have to be uh, very responsive. I've told all the things you have to maintain it. Then only the companies or other things will support you. Anyone, any other questions you have? No questions. I hope you have got all the knowledge which I've shared. So I hope you join Rotract and build a greater platform for the society as well. Hope to see you soon in Rotract, and I remain always yours in Rotract, and hope to meet you in person. So once I'm back, so we'll be meeting you all in your college for Rotrack movement. So it is a great platform where we can meet, we can have the fellowship as well. So if you require any support from my end in your day-to-day activities, uh, my number is with your mentor or the advisor, Mervin. So you can connect with them and take my contact details as well. So I'll be always free for you all. So you have a great journey ahead. Keep learning. Be an active member. Grow Rotaract as well as build a greater society for the needs of everyone. So here I wind my short session. Thank you all. Great seeing you all in virtual, but we'll be meeting you all in person. So over to the team, Yasim. So
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful session.
yeah, thank you, Kiran, for being an active participant in this session too.
Thank you is such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks for today's session. First of all, I would like to give a special thanks to our chief guest, IPDRPPHF protractor Daryl Stephen D'Souza sir, who has shared his experience and knowledge in motivating the students to participate in Rotary Club. Thank you, sir, for your thought provoking and interesting address. I would like to thank you on behalf of our principal, dean, vice principal, and all the staff members of our esteemed institution. I would also thank our beloved HODs for their guidance and moral support. I am also grateful to our staff members who made this program a grand success through their constant motivation and dedication. Last but not the least, I express my sincere gratitude for our wonderful students who have turned up in such a great numbers. Thank you all for your kind cooperation. Thank you once again. Dear students, feedback link is shared in the chat box. All are requested to fill it at the earliest. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity and hope to see you all. And I hope have not bored you all. I have given all the information what is required. So thanks and hope to meet you all. Thanks for the opportunity again. And I log off here. I'll sign off. Thank you. Yours in Rotrack. Bye. Thank you.
aspect is connected to everything else. Possibilities are endless. %70 of devices today are connected to the Internet of Things, which is integrated with artificial intelligence. In less than 40 years, the world has gone from 1G to 5G, and in the next few years, the world will have fully embraced 6G, which will bring more advanced connected solutions to the already interconnected world. Prepare yourself for the future by getting your career off to a great start with Yenapoya. Yenapoya is a world-class educational institute located in coastal Karnataka, Mangalore, offering you the best courses to prepare you for the future with future technology. Yenapoya offers dual specialization and advanced certificates from leading software giants like IBM, TCS, and Microsoft in disciplines including cloud computing, cybersecurity, data analytics, IoT, blockchain, cyber forensics, digital forensics, ethical hacking, graphic design, game design, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robotics, providing you with a solid foundation for success in the future economy. As the Internet of Things continues to gain popularity, organizations across a wide range of industries are using it to improve efficiency, improve customer service, improve decision making, increase business value. Imagine the economic impact the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and big data will have in the future. Choose a degree program in Yenapoya that prepares you for the future of technology with courses such as BBA, MBA, BCA, MCA, MSc Computer Science, Executive MBA, BCom, MCom, and Engineering. Yenapoya provides you with a unique opportunity to pursue a career in business analytics, international business, entrepreneurship, aviation travel and tourism, supply chain management, logistics, medical tourism, hospital administration, CMA, CPA, CFP, ACCA. With a variety of IoT jobs available continuing to grow, now is the time to build your skill set. Become future ready by joining Yenapoya and gain access to the world of the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and everything related to it. Gain insights from industry experts by advancing your career and acquiring placements with multinational companies. Welcome to the world of endless possibilities. Welcome to Yenapoya, deemed to be university.
Sir, audible, sir?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's fine?
Yes, sir. Fine.
Okay, okay then. नहीं अपनी
So shall we begin the session?
Yes, yes. When I say switch, when I say next please, so then next slide please. Yeah.
Yes, sir, yes. Good morning to everybody present for this session. I, Yoshita Praveen from the Department of Forensic Science, would like to take this opportunity to introduce our guest speaker for this second session, Dr. Javed Jamal, on the topic Science and Spirituality. Our speaker currently holds the position of Chair in Islamic Studies and Research at Yenapoya University, Mangalore. He is also the founding director of Peace NGO since 1995, which has been in collaboration with the Government of India and several other agencies. He is also the member of the Monitoring Committee, Ministry of Minority Affairs, Government of India. Sir has also did his private practice as consultant physician for 28 years and also served as the executive director and medical in charge at Mahavir Hospital, Saharanpur. He has also headed the implementation of 6 projects on family welfare in collaboration with the Department of Family Planning, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. He has also implemented 2 projects on HIV/AIDS in collaboration with the National AIDS Organization, NACO, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. He has also implemented 2 projects in collaboration with SIF PSA, a joint venture of USAIDS and Government of Uttar Pradesh. Internationally, Sir has been recognized for work in various fields, especially related to applied fields of Islam, community health, social sciences, and physics. Sir is also internationally renowned for presenting a detailed document on the empowerment of Muslims in India. Nationally, he is renowned for his pioneer works in family planning and AIDS and is credited for the development of a consensus amongst Muslim community leaders and scholars on the issues related to family planning. Sir has also authored about 22 books and more than 600 articles on various issues in the last 40 years. It's an honor, sir, to have you amongst us today. I welcome you, sir.
Over to you. Thank you. I begin with the name of God, the Lord of the universe, kind and merciful. And the topic today is science and spirituality. The topic, first of all, let me congratulate all the students who have got new admission here in Yenapoya University. And I wish them all the best in their future endeavors. And I wish them all the successes in their life.
Thank you, sir.
Our topic today is science and spirituality. When you will be hearing this topic, then you will be wondering why this topic has been chosen. This has been chosen because in the current world, at least in the larger international world, science and spirituality are usually considered to be opposite to each other. But this is not true. I will tell you what is the reason behind this, that this is considered like this in the majority of the world, but this is not true. I will try to prove that science and spirituality are in fact complementary to each other, and they can help each other in developing what I call holistic peace in the whole mankind, in the whole world. Because what is happening is, and this is specifically true for India, because while if you consider West, America, Europe or Australia, then people there, a large majority of the people, if not at least majority, then at least around 50% of the people are not believers in any form of religion. They are basically either atheistic or agnostic. But in India, we are living in a country where most of the people belong to one religion or the other. Maybe around 95% of the people believe in one form of God or other, and most of them are believers in their religions. Some of them are, of course, the majority of them are Hindus, then there are Muslims, then there are Christians, Buddhists, Sikhs, and there are very few atheists or agnostics in India. So in India, because when we talk of spirituality, normally this is thought of as an alternative of religion, as something related to religion. But spirituality is not the whole religion, but a part of it. And spirituality is something which is common to every religion. And this is the greatness of India, because I will explain to you that there is a difference between the secularism that exists in the West and the secularism that we follow in India. Normally it is understood, it is thought that we are living in a world dominated by sciences. And you will wonder when I will be telling you that sciences are, this is not a world dominated by sciences. Of course, this is not a world dominated by spirituality either or religion either. This is neither a world dominated by sciences, nor a world dominated by religion, nor a world dominated by spirituality, nor a world dominated by ethics. This is a world dominated by economics. This is a world where these are the economic forces of the world, the larger forces. They decide what is right and what is not. And they have controlled every single aspect of the international affairs, including education, including sciences, including political system, including economic system, including healthcare system. Every system is under their control. So the world is controlled by today what I call economic fundamentalism. Economics is essential for the world. Economics is like the stomach in the body. Just as stomach is necessary for the survival of the human being, because if you don't have a stomach, you can't eat and drink, your body will not survive. The same way, economics is very much essential. But unfortunately, today, economics has been given the role of brain and heart and spirit. That is where the problems start. Because if our stomach is taking good things, then our life will be good. But if our stomach starts taking bad things, then our whole body will start getting degenerated. So we have to be guided not by the desires of the stomach, but by the desires of the overall body. So, but in today's world, because this is the world dominated by what can be called corporate forces or the larger economic forces, which are controlling the larger systems of the world. I'm not talking of the ordinary people who are involved in business, and I'm talking of those forces which, in collaboration with their political forces, they are governing everything in the world. They have taken control of political system, and they have developed a kind of democracy. Democracy in itself is very good, but the kind of democracy they have developed This is creating problem. No, I'll say when to move to the next slide. I will speak. First time I'm giving some introduction. So we are living in a world which is controlled by by a kind of political system which is dependent more on big business rather than on the demands of the people. And this we are understanding in every day-to-day life also. And they have also taken control of religion. They have almost banished religion from the international affairs and banished spiritually from the international affairs, because religion is contrary to the demands of the market. In the market which we see today, that market is behaving like a system which is aggravating all kinds of demands, whether they are good demands or they are bad demands. So they are promoting, because in everything they think of only business. For them, drugs is a business. For them, drugs rehabilitation center is also a business. For them, alcohol is business. For them, the treatment of alcohol is also a business. For them, crimes are business. For them, litigation is also business. For them, imprisonment is also a business. For them, everything is business. And to make the business grow, they need the crimes to develop, they need the bad habits to develop, they need the all kind of sexual freedom to develop. This is what they want, because if this will not develop, their markets will not grow. That is their only aim. So they try to downplay the role of religion and spirituality. Now next slide please. As I said, sciences and spirituality are not contradictory to each other. Traditionally speaking, spirituality is about one's devotion to God and desire to please and not displease Him through his deeds. So normally, almost all religions, except of course, we can say that Buddhism does not have the kind of agnostic, kind of the God-believing system as others have. But most of the religions, they have some belief in one form or the other of God. Next slide, please. So now we have to see if what are sciences, if we try to understand it in the light of spirituality, and what is spirituality if we try to understand in the light of sciences. So spiritually speaking, sciences are an endeavor to understand the laws of nature, including the laws related to physics and biology and properties of matter created by God, and to apply them for the benefit of the individuals as well as the larger world. So this is what, if we want to define science from the point of spirituality, then sciences are this. Because what are sciences? Sciences are about the studies of the laws that are governing the universe, and the universe, all religion people believe that that the universe has been created by God. He has created the laws of the physics, he has created the laws of chemistry, he has created the laws of biology, he has created the laws of living sciences, he has created life on the earth, and he has made everything possible in the world in a way that all living things and non-living things help each other in the survival of living being. You must be knowing very well that while we inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, plants in the daytime, they use carbon dioxide to manufacture food, and they in return they exhale oxygen, and this combination of plants and animals are responsible for the survival of all the living beings on the earth. So this is the kind of the system which God has created in the universe. So science has the name of trying to understand what are the laws of the nature, to try to understand what are the properties of the matter, how can we use them, how can we make them in such a way we can use them that they are good for human society, that they can be used for the purpose of the human lives. They are used in our in driving vehicles, in our making all kinds of machines, in our educational institutions, in our everything. But sciences are only using, not creating. They are not creating laws of the universe. They are only understanding the laws of the universe. They are not creating properties of the matter. They are only understanding the properties of the matter and applying them for the benefit of the humankind. So this is what sciences are from the point of view. Now, next slide, please. Now we have to understand what are, next slide. Next slide, please. Yes. Now we have to speak what is spirituality in the light of sciences. Spirituality in the light of sciences is an endeavor to achieve a higher state of consciousness which helps one to do what is beneficial for the health and overall peace, and to avoid what is harmful for health and peace of not only oneself but larger humanity, even the other components and creatures of the world. So this is spirituality. Sciences only tell us the facts and how can we use them. But spirituality tells us about that we should use them only for goodness, not only for bad purposes. For good purposes, we have to use, we have to differentiate. That differentiation between what is right and what is wrong, that is related to spirituality. And this is why both things start complementing each other. Because science is telling about the universe, about the facts, and spirituality is arming you with the kind of the devotion that you have to do only good things, not bad things. You have to be, because when you become devoted spiritually to God or any other entity, then definitely you start feeling that we have to please God. We do not have to do anything which does not please God. So this is how spiritually is also something related to science, because sciences tell us the facts, spirituality tells us what to do and what not to do. Next slide, please. Next slide. And specifically speaking, if all sciences tell the facts and all sciences are complementary to spirituality, but if specifically we talk of health sciences, then spirituality becomes even more important. Then the connection between the two becomes very important, because material sciences only tell about the material nature, but health sciences tell us about human beings, about human nature, about everything which human beings do, everything. What are the problems related to human body? What are the problems related to human life as an individual, and human life as a family and society? So health sciences tell us about the various diseases that affect human body and how they can be cured, how they can be avoided. There are two things. One is prevention, one is treatment and management. These three things are related to health sciences, and health sciences are this spirituality and health sciences combine, then we can assume that the world will be much better. Specifically, health sciences and spirituality are more specifically complementary to each other, as out of all sciences, health sciences are most concerned about human life and healthiness of life. Health sciences endeavor to achieve highest standards of health in all its aspects: physical, mental, spatial, and spiritual. Now, I feel proud of telling you that it was I who had started talking in 1990s that the definition given by WHO of health is incomplete still, because at the time health was defined as health as a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. A spiritual component was not there, but was I in my books at that time I was arguing very much in favor of that spirituality should be entered as a definition of health, and later on WHO accepted this definition, and spirituality is also now the part of health, the definition of health. So health has these components: number one, physical; number 2 is mental, number 3 is social, and number 4 is spiritual. These 4 are the major components of health. And now I will try to explain you what is the difference between mental and spiritual, because there may be some confusion. Okay, both look to be similar, but there is a difference between the two. Next slide, please. Unfortunately, though the forces of economics and politics have superseded both spirituality and sciences, including health sciences, in controlling the world system, with the result that health and peace are suffering hugely due to large-scale commercialization of practices that endanger health and peace. We tend to believe that we are living in a very advanced world. We tend to believe in a very civilized world. But it is unfortunate that in such a so-called civilized and advanced world, the crimes are rising daily. Daily you will hear about murders and rapes, and unfortunately the media does not give the overall statistics of overall situation. They only highlight specific kinds of murders and rapes which have the potential of creating some turmoil in society. They do not cover the overall picture. The overall picture is so bad that in the world there are more than 20 lakh cases of murders every year, and there are so many problems related to, and there are similar numbers of rapes, and attempts of rapes are 10 times even higher, and murderous assaults are in fact much higher, because so many murders assault that the victim does not die. It is saved in the hospitals. But there is crime everywhere, and the so-called civilized world, where America and Europe, they have the biggest crime rates. And the diseases related to sex, because of the so-called freedom, they are on the rise every year. In last 25 years, in last around 30 years, 4 crore people have died due to HIV/AIDS because of this so-called freedom. Promiscuity, prostitution, homosexuality, all these things are biggest threat to human health. And every year people are dying. And there are so many cases related to another problem that is called HPV. And HPV causes cancer of cervix in females. So due to that cancer, around 20 lakhs people, women suffer from that disease everywhere. So this is the kind of the accidents related to drugs and alcohols. They are on the rise. The suicides related to them are on the rise, but they will not speak against them. In fact, if anybody speaks against them, they haunt him. They try to silence him. And they tell him, oh, look, so he's so backward kind of person. He's speaking against all these modern practices. They forget what are the dangers associated with these things. Next slide, please. So it will be better if we understand the difference between mental health and spiritual health. So mental health means the ability to respond normally or adequately to the various situations, to possess a mental balance, a state of mind, and without anxiety or fear, and need to have and not to have any palpable disorders of thinking. So this is basically the definition of mental thing, that in situations, difficult situations, you are able to respond correctly. You are not overly tense. You are not in a mood, in a depressive mode. You can face the situations, difficult situations. So that is basically the mental health. Now, what is spiritual health? Next slide, please. Spiritual health, on the contrary, means an individual's ability to distinguish between right and wrong, and to resolve to lead a more righteous life, free of stratagems, deception, disharmony, and selfishness. So this is basically the spiritual health, spiritual part of health. We can be mentally strong, but still we can be very much spiritually ill. We can be very intelligent people. We can do everything in time. We can make every possible effort in our life to achieve money or to achieve fame or to advance our career and to write articles and books. But still, if we do not think good of others, if we do not think, if we are not able to distinguish between what is right and wrong, and we often indulge in practices that are harmful, if not to us, to others, so then it means that we are not spiritually healthy. We can be mentally healthy, but we cannot be spiritually healthy then. So that spiritual health is extremely important part of the human health, because when spiritual health is on the rise, then there is general healthiness in society, not of individuals. Because if somebody is mentally strong but spiritually healthy, then he can cause disturbances within the family. He will not be behaving well with his wife, with his children, with his brothers and sisters and all the neighbors, though he may be very successful in personal life. So, but that will create problems for others. So, spirituality makes you think on the right way, that you do not have to do anything which may be good for you in certain way, but it is bad for others. You have to do those things only which are not only good for you, but also good for others, which at least not bad for others. So that is where spirituality plays the most important part in life. Next slide, please. While mental health represents the soundness of behavior and reaction to stress situations and the ability to lead a normal, stress-free life, spiritual health denotes the ability of a man to control his actions, to distinguish between what is right and what is wrong, to adopt what is right and to reject what is wrong, and to be able to work for the larger benefits of humankind. Next slide, please. So a man can be mentally healthy, but can be spiritually ill. He may not be suffering from anxiety, he may not be suffering from stress, he may not be suffering from depression, but he can still indulge in practices that can lead to disorderliness, disturbances in his personal, family, and social life at a later stage. Either it may be, sometimes it happens that people think of shorter goals, shorter aims, and not larger aims. This is also one form of spiritual health. That one who is spiritually healthy, he thinks not only of shorter benefits, but also the long-term benefits. So, because it often happens, you feel so short-term benefit. If you are taking drugs, in short term, you feel that you are feeling very happy, very pleasant. But what will happen in future? If you continue taking it for long, then your whole life will be disturbed. And not only your life, but the life of your family members and the life of even of neighbors, because so many accidents occur where people are drunk and they hit somebody else is killed. Due to their habit, somebody else is being killed. So this is happening. So a man, spiritually healthy person, does not think only of short-term benefit. He thinks also of long-term benefits. Short-term benefits can be important, but if short-term benefits are going to cause long-term dangers, then short-term benefits should be avoided. Otherwise, in normal life, short-term benefits we work also for short-term benefits, but only those short-term benefits should be there, where long-term benefits are not lost. Next slide, please. So a mentally sound person can be able to achieve his desired goal, but may still be spiritually ill, as he may try to achieve his desired goals through the immoral or illegal means, may cause harm to others for his selfish interests, and may harm his long-term benefits for short-term gains. For example, love of money. Love of money is good, Everybody needs money, so almost every person has some desire to have some money. This is this is with almost everybody. Nobody is exempt from it. Almost everybody has some desire because you require money for day-to-day activity. But if you are earning it money through good means, then you are spiritually healthy. But if you start earning through corruption, through bribes, through selling things which are dangerous for the people, so then it means you may be mentally strong, you know how to earn, you can become millionaires and billionaires, but at what cost? At the cost of others, at the cost of others. In that case, you cannot be called a spiritually healthy or spiritually strong person. Next slide, please. So, what should a spiritually healthy man be? A spiritually healthy man has to be honest, humble, polite, and kind. He is neither arrogant nor haughty. He is not selfish and is ready to make sacrifices for others. Now, as soon as your spiritual elevation gets started, you start developing these qualities. Honesty is the number one quality. A spiritually healthy person will not take bribe. He will not do anything which involve in any forms of corruption. He will be humble. He will not be arrogant. He will be polite. He will not always boast of himself. Oh, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this. So when somebody praises for him, he will humbly say, yes, this is all. This is not my own making. This is from God's side. He will try to give his credit to God and others, sometimes to others also. If I am, because good people, you must always be hearing good people say, oh, what I am today is due to my parents, because my parents were so good, due to my father, due to my mother, even sometimes due to my grandfather and grandmother. Sometimes even sisters and brothers do play a role. And at a later stage, even wives and husbands play a very role. So a humble person, a polite person will not try to take all credit to himself. He will try to say, no, others have also contributed to my success. So this is the kind of thing. He is neither arrogant nor haughty nor selfish. Selfishness is contrary to spiritual health. So one should never be selfish in life. Those certain kind of selfishness is in everybody. Everybody has there. But the selfishness which starts hitting others in a bad way, that selfishness becomes bad. So that selfishness has to be avoided. Next slide, please. So he does not indulge in evils, and he does not do anything that violates the interests of his family and society. So in our eyes, we should always have the interest, our individual interest, the interests of our family, as well as the interests of society. So all these things are, you see daily in the news that people, the certain leaders, certain political leaders, certain other things, they start making such claims or speaking such language which creates furor in the society, which creates threats in the society, which creates disorderliness. Sometimes riots take place. So a good person, a good spiritually healthy person will try to avoid all those things. Next slide, please. So these are 3 stages of a man's spiritual journey. So one is, I have tried to, this is actually my research in this field, I have tried to say that spirit is something related to brain wave. And there are 3 types of human brain working in different situations, and that are related to certain kinds of brain waves. So number 1 is what I call corrupting soul, keeping busy, which keeps you busy at the worldly activities, some good, some bad. These are represented by beta brain waves. So beta brain waves are active when you are working in day-to-day life. They are active. And even when you are doing certain bad things, they become more active. For example, if you are taking alcohol or drugs, then beta waves become more active. So this is corrupting soul, which will make you indulge in activities that may be good but may also be bad. Number two is the censoring soul, which tries to go away from bad to good. A stage comes when you start thinking, no, I should not do this, I should not do this, should I do this, should I not do this? When that kind of feeling starts happening inside you, then this is something someone is censoring you. And these are, at this time, alpha and theta waves become active in brain. And then there is third stage, which is called satisfied soul. When man feels totally satisfied inside, represented by gamma and delta waves, which become active when you are in meditation, when you are in a stage of meditation, when you are praying, when you are thinking in your brain, thinking good things, then these waves become active. So these are the kinds of brain waves which are connected somewhere with your behavior, with your activities. Next slide, please. So what are the challenges for students? Now you are away from home, you are in a new situation, and you may be exposed to many dangerous substances and practices, and the time period in which you are now entering. Because till one is 12, 13-year-old, people normally are under the control of the family. They are looking after them. They do not move outside family. But as soon as one crossing that pediatric age group and the young adulthood comes, and then that is the time when people started getting involved in bad activities also. That is the time, most important time, which if you are good, then you are going to become a good man. If you are bad, then you are going to be an unsuccessful man. And if you are away from home, if you are living in a hostel or away from home, then the chances are there that you may be exposed to many dangerous substances and practices. And now this is the time when your duty becomes more paramount, when your behavior is still important, because that is the time which is going to determine your future. Not only your future, your family's future. Next slide, please. So students must pledge in their heart that they will never indulge in any substances of addiction and narcotic drugs. Because in current society, this is the biggest danger that one is facing. Next slide, please. They will not get involved in any immoral practices. Next slide. That they will try to be excellent in character and excellent in behavior with their teachers, their fellow students, their seniors, and their juniors. So character and behavior are also two little different things. Character means how you behave, what is your character means, how good and bad you are in your personal life. If you are not indulging in evils, then your character is bad. If you are good, honest, then your character is good. But behavior is something different. One may have a very good character, but in behavior still he may be bad. If he's a very good person, he does not indulge in any evil practice, he is a he's involved in studies, but his behavior may not be very good with friends. He may be fighting, he may be quarreling with people. So that behavior and character both are should be very much right, and you have to know the difference between the two. Your character should be good, your behavior should also be good. Next slide, please. They will not indulge. These are things which I want you to determine in your heart, that you will never do these things. They will not indulge in any activity that may harm their own interests, personal and professional, the interest of their parents, other family members and relatives, the interest of the institution in which they are studying. So institution is also extremely important, because institution builds you. You build the institution, and institute builds you. This is both ways. If students are good, then the institution is good. If the institution is good, then the students are good. So both ways, this is the mutual relationship between students and the institutions, the people who are controlling the institutions. So both have to be good. And So you have to play your role well. Institution will play its role. They should play its role well, but you have to ensure that your role will be good. You will do what is expected from you. Next slide, please. They will not indulge in any activities that cause hatred against any religion or any community or people of any caste, color, or region. Love for all, especially the weak and underprivileged, makes God happy. Now, this is extremely important in the current atmosphere, because unfortunately we are living in a situation where every day there is communal hatred, there is caste hatred. People are killing each other on the grounds of their religious identities, their caste identities. That is really bad. We all are human beings. We all are created by God. We all had the same father and mother, the first man and first woman on the earth. So we do not have, we can have our own ideas, we can have our own religions, we can have our own communities, our own, but this should not be, there should not be any hatred towards anybody on these grounds. So this is extremely important in the current atmosphere also. Next slide, please. Spirituality, now we have to see certain quotes I will show what different religions and philosophers have viewed as spirituality as. Next slide, please. So logic will get you from A to B, imagination will take you everywhere. This is said by one of the philosophers. Next slide, please. Then Swami Vivekananda, so much known Hindu philosopher, he has said you have to grow from the inside out. None can teach you, none can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. Very important quote, good quote. Next slide, please. You must love the Lord your God with all your heart and your soul and all your mind. This is the quote from the Bible, the Matthews. This is a quote from Bible, that if you love God, then you will be successful. Next slide, please. Then this is by Persian poet Rumi. Step out of this circle of time and into this circle of love. So that circle of love is extremely important. You have to love, you must love all. You must not hate anybody. You must love all. If you have to hate anything, this is bad things. This is bad character. This is bad behavior. This is bad substances. This is bad practices. This is what you have to hate, not anybody. Initially it was used to be said कि पापी से नफरत मत करो, पाप से नफरत करो. You hate the sin, not the sinner. So if you find somebody sinning, then don't hate him, but try to convince him that you are involved in a bad act and you should come out of it. Next slide, please. As far as Islam are concerned, spiritual exercises in Islam are aimed at building character, and character building in the sight of God is not limited to an individual. The character of the family and that of society are of equal importance. So, just not individual, family and society are extremely important. And the whole aim is behind this. Next slide. So in Islam there are some specific terms which are used, which is one term is taqwa. Taqwa means that you are always trying to be conscious of God's presence, and you are always trying to achieve not do anything which can displease God. Then there is ihsan. Ihsan means your conduct is best. You are trying to achieve excellence in works for the pleasure of God, not the pleasure for society or for an individual, for the pleasure of God. Then other thing is control of nafs. So nafs and ruh are two different things in Islamic literature. Nafs is what I have told in related to the brain waves. Then ruh is the higher thing, which is represented by those higher waves. So so nafs means our internal systems, our internal desires that always try to make you feel that you should get it even through wrong means. But then when ruh comes into effect, it tells no, you have to get it only through proper means, not through bad means. Next, please. In Islam, there is one more thing. There are two terms. One is called hukuk Allah and one is called hukul ibad. Hukukullah means one wants to please God. Hukukullah means you are praying every day, praying namaz, salat, doing prayers, keeping fast. These are things which please God, which are the rights of God. God wants you to do it, and if you do not do it, means you are not properly giving God His rights. But then there are the rights of the creatures. These are the called hukuk al-ibad. You have to be good to everything, not only to human beings, but also even to animals, even to plants, even to the road on which you are traveling, even in the vehicle you are traveling. So you have to be good to everybody. So this is hukukul ibad. If you are not giving the rights to your neighbors, to your family members, to these members of the society, to the poor, to the underprivileged, then it means you may be performing hukukullah, you may be offering prayers day and night, you may be keeping fast every day. But if you are not doing those things, then God will not be pleased with you. So you have to be good to the creatures also. Next slide, please. So prayers and invocation soften the heart, purify the soul, and revitalize the spirit so that one develops internal aversion for evils and inclination towards virtues as one comes under God's special practice. In short, spiritualism in Islam is the other name of internal revolution that ultimately leads to one's determination and resolve to join external revolution. Next slide, please. So that's all. May God bless you all and protect all of us against corrupting thoughts and practices. And you are here, and I hope that you will learn a lot from what you have been taught today, and you will try to be good in your life, to achieve your careers, excellence in your character, excellence in behavior, excellence in your character, and your career. Excellence is needed everywhere. So this is what is required from you. May God bless you all. So that is all from my side. If there is any question, there are any queries, then you are free to ask, please.
Students, if you have any questions or queries, you can ask. Good afternoon to one and all present for the session. It's a great honor to propose a vote of thanks to all who have helped us in making this program a very resounding success. First of all, I would like to give my hearty thanks to our guest, Dr. Javed Jamil sir, for gracing today's Deeksharambh program with the topic Science and Spirituality. Thank you, sir, for your very thought-provoking and interesting address.
Thank you.
I would like to thank you on behalf of Principal, Dean, Vice Principal, and all the staff members of college. I would also thank our beloved HODs for their guidance and moral support. I am happy to express a word of thanks to our staff members who made this program a grand success through their motivation and dedication. Finally, I thank the wonderful students who have turned up in such great numbers. Thank you so much, students, for your cooperation. Once again, I thank all for your cordial cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear students, feedback link is shared in the chat box. All are requested to fill the feedback link, which will be considered as your attendance for today's session. Thank you.
Sir, Google Form. Sir, Google Form.
The Google form has been already shared. You can check in the chat box.
चकरक चीचा चो चकलोरम गंडो वंडो लकरकटम अक्को टक्को इडी गिडी गिडिगो इडी पाय चिकी चकचो गिली गिली मल सुलु सुलु मल मकनक हुकु बुकुरे चकलक बिक्को चिक्को सिली 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 गो जगड़दुम चिकी चकचो.
देखो देखो क्या वो पेड़ है, चादर ओढ़े या खड़ा कोई. हे देखो देखो क्या वो पेड़ है, चादर ओढ़े या खड़ा कोई. बारिश है या आसमान ने छोड़ दिए हैं नल खुले कहीं. हाँ हम जैसे देखे ये जहां है वैसा ही, जैसी नजर अपनी खुल के सोचे आओ. पंख जरा फैलाओ, रंग नए बिखराओ, चलो 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 नए ख्वाब बुन ले. धारे गारे गमा पसा बम 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 बोले बम चिक बोले और मस्ती में डोले. बम बम बोले मस्ती में डोले, बम बम बोले मस्ती में तू डोल रे. बम बम बोले मस्ती में डोले, बम बम बोले मस्ती में तू डोल रे. भला मछलियां भी क्यों उड़ती नहीं, ऐसे भी सोचो ना. सोचो सूरज रोज नहाए या बाल भिगो के ये बुद्धू बनाए. हमें ये सारे तारे टिमटिमाए या फिर गुस्से में कुछ बड़बड़ाते रहे. खुल के सोचे आओ, पंख जरा फैलाओ, रंग नए बिखराओ, चलो 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 नए ख्वाब बुन ले.